So I watched this movie last night. It's called The Levenger Tapes. It is on Tubi. I want to say it's about 90 minutes long, somewhere around that ballpark. You have a group of three teenagers, two girls, one guy. They are going somewhere to spend the weekend together, and their main friend is a young guy. They stop at this corner store, and the boy ends up stealing some Jamaican rum in a bottle. So, naturally, they basically drive far away in their car, and the girls aren't really happy about the whole situation, and they end up getting into a fender bender, basically like a hit and run with another car that is being driven by an adult man, and his young daughter is in the car with him. So at this point, the two girls are really upset and they're worried about getting arrested. So they end up staying at this cabin. Basically, it's in the woods. So you have a really long setup of them just screwing around, drinking rum, talking, getting buzzed and getting drunk. And for some reason or other, they end up going outside in the woods where their main friend, their male friend, ends up getting lost. And they walk further and further into the woods, getting further away from their lodgings. And there's a pretty creepy scene where they hear a bunch of coyotes howling, and they start to get closer and closer to them, and you can see their eyes glowing in the dark. So they do eventually find their friend in the woods, and he says, "I found something. I think you guys want to see it." And basically they see that the car that they had got into a fender bender with, a hit and run basically, the car that was being driven by an adult man, and his young daughter was still in the car. So they try to go over there and apologize to them about, the hit and run. Well, I'm not going to spoil the rest of the movie. That's the basic plot of this. I don't want to spoil any more of it. Um, this is basically a found footage horror movie, and it takes like a long time for the plot to get anywhere. But you do have a decent opening getting to know the kids. It's just that, I don't know, I found them mostly really annoying. You kind of get this glimmer that the main lead is basically infatuated with the blonde girl, his friend, played by Joanna Brady. And she's no stranger to the horror genre. She's been in The Grudge 3. She was in Hurt. She was on the TV show Unreal. She was on the show Quantico. She was in The Collected. So she's been in a lot of stuff. So I was happy to see her in the cast list. I feel like what goodwill the movie had, it just lost the ball, especially when you finally get to what's happening towards the end. I feel like the movie was a lot longer than it really needed to be. It took like 30 to 40 minutes to really get the plot moving, and it's a really slow slog. I mean, it's glacially paced. And when you finally get to, the money shot, what's going on, I felt like that was it was disappointing. And I know found footage movies are hard to make, and I do give this 1 point for having good cinematography. It had good lighting. It had good sound design. It had, decent cinematography. And, the cast tries to do what they can with what little the script offers. So, I mean, I think they tried to do what they could with this. And unfortunately, the script just wasn't strong enough. And I feel like it wasn't really that big of a payoff that the movie really built itself up to. And you're just left with more questions than answers. So I wasn't, 100% with this movie. Um, like I say, this is just my opinion. It's just random guy's opinion. I'm not the, I'm not a professional movie critic, but I always encourage my viewers to give the movie a watch. Give it a watch on Tubi after watching this, and let me know what you guys think. Am I all wet on this? Am I wrong? Did I miss something? Let me know in the comments. And I'm not dragging this movie or, trying to be harsh on it. Just giving my thoughts about it. So definitely give it a watch. Let me know what you guys think. And what's your favorite found footage movies? Let me know in the comments, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.